We back with another one, man. Straight from the Gutter Network presents Yin and Yang the podcast, episode 49. Straight from the Gutter Network is sponsored by Makeup by Sammy Renee. Find her on IG, Makeup by underscore Sammy Renee. And while we are on the makeup thing, make sure y'all hit her up. I know it's getting cold out there, ladies. Let me put y'all on to something though. When you have a significant other, get your toes done year round. We don't care if it's cold. We don't care if it's snowing outside. We don't care if it's it's 50 degrees below zero. Don't be coming on the bed with them funky ass toes, looking crazy with the chipped off paint and all that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wait. Quick question.
No quick question.
Quick question. So are you gonna help her? What if this is something that's out of her budget? What if it's something that she normally don't do? So are you gonna help with the toe budget?
Thing. If she does it right for 8 months out of the year, then it's already in her budget. If she stops only for those winter months, it is for pure laziness. Now, if now she's paying more for her electric bill because it's cold out and getting her toes done is no longer in her budget, then yes, I will assist. That is my significant other. It's not like it's just a slide or something, you know what I mean? So yes, absolutely. But ladies, listen, man. Makeup by underscore Simon Renee. Make sure y'all hit her up. Well, I'm your host, man. I go by the name Jay Gutter. We have DJ Dawsonee in the building. We got Biz Bam. She's bamming, doing what Bam does with a Bamdacity. You know what I mean? We are gonna have one of our truth tellers jumping on later on as well, helping us out with the sports segment. Right now our Yankees are down 1-0. We're trying to end it, man. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. What's going on, man? How was your week, Mr. 18 Jobs? How was your week, sir?
Who week? My week? So my week?
All of y'all, man. How was your week?
You hear how it sounds back here? It's the whole fiesta out here in Texas. In Texas.
Texas. Okay, I heard you. Say that.
Wait, so that's why women's ass from Texas is that big?
Well, they say everything out here is bigger in Texas. I mean, it is. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of juiciness out here. I have seen out here, and I even be tapping him. I be tapping him on the side, like, yo, that looks nice. He's like, yo, that's kind of thick back there. Like, I like it. I mean, me as a woman, I could appreciate, another beautiful female. Like, oh, you gorgeous. No disrespect, sweetheart, but you're pretty. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I call a female pretty, beautiful, sexy any day. No disrespect, of course.
I mean, that is something that is quite acceptable when it comes from female to female. If a dude, even if a man is extremely secure, has no quarrels about his sexuality, you know what I mean? He sees a man, he thinks he's handsome. If his girl says something or whatever, and he'd be like, yo, he's handsome. He'd be like, yeah, he's handsome. Like that's not a big deal. But a man's not gonna go to another man and be like, yo, my nigga, you handsome. Like, the fuck? You're not doing that.
First of all, y'all might not even say that. Y'all be like, okay, all right, he fly. Like, yo, he got something. Y'all might not even say he. Y'all be like, oh nah, the car is nice, whatever I'm pointing at. Yo, let's like, if I say, oh, babe, his his car is a nice color. As a man, y'all gonna say, yeah, you know what? That color of the car is nice. Okay. All right. I see you, my G. All right. Y'all not, it's
Yeah,
not going to be, that's it. Y'all not going to be like, oh, baby, you look good. No, you're not going to do that. Hell no.
No, no, no.
oh
I'll go even further and be like, I
baby.
like that sweatshirt, or I like them sneakers, or that hat is fire.
Yeah. What I do on a regular basis, um, with my dudes when I see them and shit like that, and they shit is hitting, I be like, yo, that fit is fire. I've done that. Hey,
That's that new wave shit. That's new wave shit.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, that fit is fire. But there's ways that way you can show love, and it's not everything doesn't have to be so damn toxic, like that toxic masculinity for every little thing. Um, but let's start off with Fat Joe, man. Did y'all hear his Club Shay Shay interview?
No.
So, oh man, Fat Joe went on Club Shay Shay.
What lie did he
And
tell?
Oh, Lord.
and he did he was speaking about a couple of things, how big he was, Paul's size wise, like 490 pounds, I think he said something like that, and how he was on Ozempic and got dressed up as an Ozempic one Halloween to kind of bring awareness to it or whatever. And I know we're on this health is wealth path, and I'm constantly posting little inspirational things and little changes that people can make and live more holistically, and just stay away from certain shit that is made with certain bacteria and certain shit to keep you sick, give you cancer, and do certain things, right? So I've been a very, very big advocate of people just getting out there and working out. Even if it's 30 minutes, 45, 50, fit it in your day some way, somehow. Go out there, go work out. Because you have these drugs like the Ozempic and the Wegovy that is insulin for individuals to regulate their blood sugar levels. So it's for individuals that have diabetes, not for weight loss. That's not what it was for. But of course, if you don't have diabetes and you're taking it, you're going to lose weight because it's lowering your blood sugar levels, right? So with that being said, let's take a listen to what Fat Joe was saying. Then we'll take it from there and we'll get your thoughts.
480 pounds.
What?
480, bro. Big boy. And Big Pump was 600.
Joe, but I can see if you
Well, I look
480.
smaller because I'm next to Big Pump.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, Joe, if you were 6'4",
You know,
6'5",
the Big Mac looks smaller next to the double
Single.
Whopper. You know what I'm saying? The Big Mac looks smaller next to the double Whopper.
But
Yeah,
Joe, I can
relax.
see if you like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", but 480 on somebody your frame, Joe.
Shannon, let me tell you something. We used to go to the all-you-can-eat. Like, we almost went to jail at an all-you-can-eat. We ate too much at an all-you-can-eat. I swear to God. This is a fact. They brought the cops in. Homeboy came with the boots up to here, looked like Gomer Pyle. Was like, yo. I said, yo, what's the matter? He was like, come on, bro. You ate all the crab, all the shit. Like, you got to stop. I said, yo, you know what? You right, because we go in there and kill them.
Hey, what up,
and
what up,
I
what
don't
up?
get high. So all my guys are high.
Right.
So they got the munchies. They destroying the sizzler. It's over for Koru. What the shit they got?
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. It's over. Like over. We killing that shit. Now I eat defensively. Now I stay away from the carbs, the bread, the pasta, the thing. Like everything I eat is defensive. I eat defensively. You know, trying to stick around.
You wore a Halloween costume where you had a Ozempic.
I was Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm on Ozempic. I'm diabetic. So I take
Well, that way you have a reason. You didn't do it just to lose weight. You did it to maintain a healthy life.
Medicine.
Yes.
It's insulin. That's medicine. It's actually
So
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but he has a valid point though. Yes, ma'am.
That makes no. I mean, I know people who take Ozempic and Wegovy and all the rest of that, and it doesn't matter if they got diabetes. I mean, I didn't know he could have diabetes, but for it to be a medicine, that's not like an insulin. So don't confuse that it's an insulin. It might help you curb your appetite,
Appetite and all that.
but it's not insulin. So him saying that it's medicine, wrong word, because it's not medicine. All of this is suppressant to stop you from eating, but it can be addictive because you got to constantly take that at a particular time, and if you don't constantly take it, it would make you want to eat. It's like when you take the regular vitamins. Like me, I'm anemic. I got low iron. For me to build up my iron, I got to take B12. Now, B12, the pill, would make you constipated. But if you drink the liquid, it would make you more hungry. So it's stuff like that. But so Ozempic and Wegovy and the rest of that stuff, it only helps you lose weight because it's suppressing your appetite, technically.
So what does it do to your blood sugar levels?
I mean, if you're not eating, think about it. If it's suppressing your appetite, that means you're not eating a lot of different things. You're not eating a lot of starches. You're not eating a lot of things and stuff like that. Now, if it does have something for blood sugar, that's something new that maybe they had a different formula. But originally, when it came to Ozempic, it's one of those things that suppresses your appetite. But it makes you fat. It's like a more faster way without doing all the other surgery or whatever like that. But people still got to be careful with that. There's different reasons, different ways why people would take that. Because you got people who take it and they may be diabetic. You got some that take it maybe because they have a type of immune disease and stuff like that. Depending, certain ones work with certain things, whatever health issue or whatever that you have. And then there's certain situations where people can get it. It only goes by like your BMI, like not your BMI, your body mass, right. Whatever. Yeah. It goes by that. So even if you sitting on, right. So the thing about it is that depending on, Gutter, depending on how tall you are, depending on how they say, there's a centralized
chart,
list, chart that says there's a general chart that says that at the end of the day, you got to be a certain particular weight. You have to be a certain particular size. So if you have to be a particular weight, particular size for you to be this and for you to be that,
right?
Which makes no sense at all. Because even for somebody like me, girl, you know me in person. I'm 5'8", and I weigh right now I weigh 218. Well, people look at me, they would never think I weigh 218.
Right.
But if I go to a gym right now, the guy would say I am over that. I'm damn near 50 pounds overweight. But when y'all look at me, y'all might not see that.
Right.
So when they also prescribe people on those type of drugs like Wegovy and Ozempic, if your BMI is a certain over. So you see, it's not always. It could be.
No, but they're saying if your BMI is over 40, you're morbidly obese. If it's over
so that's
25, you're obese.
People would take things like that and Ozempic and the Wegovy because they think their BMI is that. But then when you look at them, you don't even think that it is. It's just that they always got people guided at a particular size. They're supposed to be this. Sometimes with certain people that might not work, but you got to think about it. Beauty is everything. People focus on more what they see or think what is good out there instead of actually realizing that there might not be anything too much wrong with them at all. It's just that the way the world says you're supposed to look like this. You're supposed to look like this. You trying to tell me I need to lose 50 pounds. I'm 218 the way I look. So if I lose 50 pounds, I get anything under 200, I would look like a crackhead. Hell no.
Pretty much. But that's what society deems healthy.
Exactly.
I don't subscribe to it. But listen, man, y'all seen the cover. Mr. Eric Adams. He's a real interesting character, man.
What happened? What he do?
Let's start off with this video from Ray Ray. Shout out to Ray Ray Dipset, man.
I love Ray Ray.
Ray Ray's a whole fool, but listen to the briefs.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to tell you, player, you might be the worst mayor we ever had by far. and I don't know too much about politics or mayoring, but you just haven't been mayoring right. But 9 times out of 10, Mayor Eric Adams got his side joint to move in, and his side joint is a bodybuilder. So it was all starting to make sense. You, as the mayor, was on club flyers, not fixing potholes, spending money on garbage cans, trying to fix tap water. I would never let that go. You tried to fix
I would
tap
never
water.
let that go.
All right, but you was doing all that. Then they say, yo, he moved a bodybuilder in the crib with his wife. Call the feds, go get everybody out the crib. We got to make sure they're right. Because this is a crazy ass combination. Why is a mayor married but got a side bodybuilder joint? They were simply worried about the safety of the people in your home. You are corrupt.
Yo, like
He's wild. That's all I'm gonna say. He's OD wild.
yo. Bam, you're muted, Bam.
I know,
Chris,
diabolical
Chris,
if you ask me. Diabolical if you ask me.
I mean, Mr. Eric Adams, man, he's a wild boy. He's a wild boy. He, like, how do you come into office? You claim you claim that's that gang set that you claimed, right? You came in through the police department. You already had all these issues from that because of allegedly abuse of his power, X, Y, and Z. So you had some issues on that and commissioner wise or whatever. Then you come into being the mayor of New York, and you're outside. Like, you at every club, you at every flyer, you like you're just doing all the wrong shit.
They muscle chicks. What you expect?
So that means he was definitely. So that means he was definitely at the freak offs.
That's an OD fact.
That he was definitely at the freak offs.
And since he like bodybuilding chicks, right? I mean, shouts out to the girls that lift weights. I'm not the chicks that lift weights, but so he want a strong woman. Manhandled.
Strong black woman.
Yo, KB the Great says, one of our truth tellers, same dudes that called everybody else corrupt was the most corrupt ones. Yikes.
First of all, this is this. Yo, I'm telling you, New York politics episode. What episode is New York politics? What? Because this is getting crazy. Love and hip hop ain't got nothing. So this is what politically corrupt episode. What?
Listen. So I was watching the It Is What It Is podcast. Pash, what up? Chris, what up? KV, what up? Porter, what up? Listen, I was watching the It Is What It Is podcast, right? And Mace said something. First he said, we don't talk politics. And we want to stay away from politics. And I feel the same way they feel on that podcast. This podcast as well, we stay away from that to a certain extent. May said, though, that Kamala has a policy for abortions, indicating your body, your choice. Mace was saying, why is it not your body, our choice? Because that's what it is. Stop. Because it is our baby.
because it's a donation.
That's a,
Hold up,
that's
hold
a
up.
near ain't shit.
First
You
of
ain't
all,
shit. Go ahead, sir.
we're giving away our life energy. So, being that we're giving away our life energy, it basically means that it's theirs now. So it's no longer his scenario that he's giving.
But if I don't want the baby, right? I don't have a choice because
Correct.
it's your body, your choice. You're having the baby, right?
Correct.
If I want to have the baby,
Yeah.
but you don't want to have the baby,
Yeah.
you're not having the baby. I just lost out on the good nut,
Facts.
and I went in too. All sorts of that, but whatever, right?
Facts.
So, and then if I don't want the baby, and then she has it anyway, I still gotta pay. I still gotta pay for said baby, even though I ain't want the baby.
Yeah. That's the reason why you just can't give it away. It is valuable. It's more valuable than what you're doing.
So was it wrong when my son said, "So Dad, what made you want me?" And I was like, "Son, I just wanted some pussy, bro."
You was dead wrong.
Just saying.
It might have been a fact.
Wait. That's embarrassing to tell your kid that your trigger hand, you got a quick trigger hand. That's messed up.
But Bam, what are your thoughts on what May said?
First of all, shout out to them. I mean, I agree with Mace. Like, I don't even agree with the whole abortion thing, especially after the like the certain term or whatever like that. I don't agree with that at all, especially if it's from a person who never had any kids at all. You don't know what the body goes through for something like that. The body goes through a lot of stress to go through something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you got some people who don't make it out that way. So if you one of them females or people that have, multiple, 10, 20, and 30 and whatever, because you stuff like that, I mean, shouts out to y'all and y'all, the JJs, because that's a lot. And then, there's different terms. You got, the 1 day procedures and you got 2 day procedures. It's a lot that's going on, and mentally that's dangerous when it comes for a woman to do that. So I don't agree with none of that, but I only understand it if, situation like he was raped, situations like that, or, what I'm saying, things like that, or, you have to choose between having the baby or your life, like if it's in like the tubes or, certain shit. But I don't agree with it. And I feel that the father, the person who created the child with you, should have that option on the situation somewhere, some alarm. But then, that means that when it comes down to sex, both parties got to be accountable. Both parties got to be accountable. Because at the end of the day, fellas, even though Shorty can say she wanted, if you know you don't want no kid, put a condom on.
Nigga.
Female ladies, don't always make it the guy choice. Oh, he said he would. Nah. Tell that nigga, make that nigga put the condom on. Make him put a condom on.
You should have condoms with you.
You should, but people are out here, mixing and matching and sweating and becking. Hey,
the gas station is right around the corner. The bodega around the corner. Stop
First
it.
of all, the last time I remembered when it came to a condom, because we grown. We're grown, right?
Wait, what?
Last time I remember a box of condoms, the 3 box cost like $20 now? That's a lot.
That's not true.
That's a lot to the young people out there. I mean, I don't use them. I mean, I don't, because I'm basically married. So no condoms like that. But if you're not trying to settle down and you're not ready to do that whole big thing, wrap it up.
Nah, it can't be.
Abstinence.
Listen. if you can't afford a box of condoms, I can almost guarantee you can't afford that baby. So
I don't know, ain't $20. It's like $10 for a pack of 3.
Who the hell only having sex 3 times?
okay, how much? Okay, so how much is a box of diapers?
Oh, hell no.
Diapers are expensive. Diapers are more expensive. Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, right, and right, how many times do these little niggas want to shit when they babies? These niggas want to shit 18 fucking times a day.
Because that's because my mama is giving the baby the breast, the golden, the golden liquid, the breast milk.
Yo, I heard breast milk
And
tastes
cleaning the
like
baby system out.
vanilla almond
Soy
creamer.
milk?
Nigga said soy
I
milk.
think I think that's what she did. Well, depends on what the female eats, but okay.
Listen,
If it tastes like that, then I like vanilla oat milk. That's crazy.
My question here is, all right, so the breast milk has a certain taste, and it's based on what she eats. If she's eating her
Big
husband
Macs.
on a regular basis, is that
You
past?
try to tell me that a ninja getting the breast milk is taking his own cum out of her? That's disgusting, sir.
First of all, don't act like depending on what y'all eat, that it depends on how it tastes down there. Don't act like that, because if y'all out here drinking Hennessy and not drinking no water, I heard that it tastes pretty sour down there. But if you eating your fruits and vegetables and you doing your thing, drinking your water, hey, it tastes amazing down there. It has a taste.
All I
You're
drink.
not gonna act like.
This is all I drink. Ain't no Henny here. Ain't no Douce in here. I don't even have juice. It's like there's no sugar. I'm like none. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Boogie smoking, Henny drinking, Douce sipping, but all I know is a box of diapers.
Fucking urine look like syrup.
Not syrup.
First of all, from the job that I used to do, dealing with people who got to take urine tests, I didn't see people coming in that coffee or whatever coffee. Look at, if you don't drink no water, people urine be looking like, when they pee, looks like syrup or old beer. Looks nasty. Nasty.
I cleanse my body. This water. My kidneys. Yes, you can't even see the difference. But
I gotta teach you better. You gotta get rid of that Aquafina.
Nah, it's good now. Trust me.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. To the no.
No.
Listen.
You better drink in Poland Springs, brother.
Nah, Aquafina and Essentia is all I'll be drinking.
Nah, Essentia and Wakia water. Wakia water and Essentia. I mean, the water here in Texas is good too. Like the alkaline water and stuff like that we have out here is good. But if I had a preference, it's the Wakia and the Essentia.
The Panna water? What's that?
Panna water.
Aquapana.
So that's better than my Essentia?
That's all the way facts.
Oh, now I gotta look that up.
It has a certain taste to it.
It has a clean taste to it.
Wait.
I guess. Hold on, you ever had that water liquid death?
Yeah. It's served out of a can.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, water in a can to me tastes amazing. I don't know. It just tastes like an extra crisp to me, water in a can. I don't know why. Not that one, not Liquid Death, but there's another company that I like. And water out of a can.
Water is good. Core is good too. I just love water. I just
with a little lemon or some lime in it. Yes.
Listen. People, drink your sea moss, man. Drink your sea moss, your sour sop, your black seed oil, your macaroon powder. Drink your water, you'll be alright, man.
I gotta get on that. That's what I gotta get on. I need an order of sea moss. The sea moss gel though.
Listen, however you intake it, pause. It needs to be done. Damn it! What is going on here? Yeah, I got a question for y'all. Was parenting better back in the old days or nowadays? Listen to the short video real quick, and then let's take it from there.
I just don't understand why it took you so long to get ready in the morning, man. When I was young, when I was your age, I used to be ready and at the door and walking out the door. I had to walk 4-5 miles to school. See, my mama wouldn't have dealt with this, dog. Y'all soft these days.
You had to walk to school?
Yeah, I had to walk to school.
You had to walk to school when grandma had a car at home?
Yeah, but the whole point was that I walked to school and my mama wouldn't have had it. And when I was little, she would say, get out this house. You ain't gonna sit and play this game all day. Go outside and go play.
And when did she make you go outside?
Like 8, 9 a.m.
And when did you come back?
About 6, 7 o'clock at night.
She had you outside all day?
She told me to go play all day.
That sounds very responsible. Like, you could have been dehydrated. You could have been dying. You could have been starving. Who knows?
Point I'm making is, you be talking to Daddy, I'm thirsty. You want to come in the house and get a drink? I used to drink out the water hose. That's why I'm tougher.
So, outside, there was water in your house and you decided to drink out of the water hose?
Yeah,
Grandma made you drink out of a water hose when they had perfectly fine water inside?
What are you trying to say?
That sounds pretty irresponsible. It just sounds like you're just a good dad and grandma was just being irresponsible. I don't know.
I ain't never think of it that way. My mama was a good mama. The point, go. Walk to the car. You talk too much anyway. See, Google. That's the problem right now. I would have never been able to say this to my mama. Correcting my mama.
What are your thoughts?
They're disrespectful nowadays, and I'm experiencing as we speak. These little ninjas are horrible.
Damn.
I think parenting is I mean, I'm not a parent, but I've been auntie and in the place of parents. I say that these kids, they don't have we have more morals. We have more morals when it came to kids. Like, yeah, even though we did do a lot of chores, we did do, stuff like that, but those chores actually made sense to certain things that we would do or tolerate and made us stronger in other ways.
They don't know how to do chores.
Yeah, like it taught us, like, I did chores, but I got allowance at the end of the week. These kids don't know that. The kids only know mom, dad, give me money, auntie, give me money, that's it. But they don't do no dishes. They don't do with this because us being parents, some of us is like, oh, I don't want my kid to go through this, go through that. But them dishes and cleaning up our room and stuff like that taught us life lessons now. But some of us just decide to be laid back parents, or these kids are a lot more stubborn.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. With these kids that we raising now, right? What are they going to do when they're adults, when we're no longer around and they don't know how to wash dishes? 90% of them don't know how to cook. They don't know how to
But who fault is that?
Regardless of whose fault it is. Let's get past even being the fault, because some of these kids are terrible. Period.
Understandable, but my thing is this though. Why are they terrible?
Yeah, but who made them terrible?
Who made them terrible?
It is what it is.
So the parents have to look back and sit back and be like, okay, there is something that we did not do that our parents did with us that we decided to lay back on and that we did not continue on to do. So we have to take accountability on the fact that the reason why some of these kids are the way they are is because we became lenient.
Fine, we take responsibility. Now what?
So now you got to go and find a way to put your foot down to let these little motherfuckers listen. Like, okay, yeah, I did this. Now it's time to put foot in asses. Now I'm saying beat them, but now it's time for a life lesson. You want these sneakers? You want these Jordans? Let me see them grades. If you come in the house, if I expect this from you, and you don't get that, you don't get the Jordans. You can take these other Nikes. That's one thing. I'm not gonna say that my kid gonna be bummy, But if I expect this from you and you want this as a reward or whatever like that, then sure. But if you giving me half that shit, I'm gonna give you some. No, you're not getting the top sneaker. You're gonna get some nice sneakers, but they're not gonna be the motherfucking Jordans.
Here goes the number one problem that we have as each generation goes on. Okay?
You gotta set boundaries.
Huh?
You gotta set boundaries. You gotta set the rules.
It's not the
When you tell your kid no, when you tell your kid no, they gotta do this. Don't be licking.
Go ahead, bam, let him go. Go ahead, Dr. Nair.
It's not the boundary that's the issue. Each generation of family tends to be softer, period, because we have risen past a certain point in our lives that we no longer want our children to deal with that. So each generation gets softer and softer and softer because we continue to get more and continue to get better and we continue to do more. That's just how it is. These children have gotten to a point where they are just soft all the way around, and their children are going to be disabled.
So change how you teach the kids then. They gotta see an example of it. Eventually they have to see. It's just that, as we can see right now, how many times we've been around kids and you notice your kid is around this particular type of people. You do not want your kid around it. So you gotta put down certain rules. If you go over there, I do not want you. We are very lenient.
We're beyond lenient now.
I mean, I can't say we because at the end of the day, I don't have any kids yet. Yeah. So I'm looking and I'm like taking in certain things and stuff like that. But I had the conversations with Holly, and at the end of the day, it's like those conversations come up, especially when you're trying to build a future with someone. Those conversations is going to come up. The conversations on how you're going to deal with ABC happens. What is going to happen with AB, whatever like that. We already came there once you got your.
I don't think it's the parents.
I think it's the parents.
There is a way for two things to be right at the same time.
Okay.
Dazanir is right. We as parents, as new age parents, are a lot more lenient. As generations evolved, we have learned that certain things didn't work, that certain struggles, now that we make more, we don't want our kids to go through those struggles. But those struggles gave us character, right? But here's the thing. Society as a whole has changed how you're able to parent. Because now, if your kid has a scratch on them when they go to school, where do you get that scratch? Was it your father? Were they angry at you? Did they touch you? And then boom, ACS case. You have a state job. You have certain jobs that you can't have certain things in your record. And now when you would like to be that parent to say, stop it, shut the fuck I say, boop what I say. Now you can't, because now your livelihood is being fucked with because you have that state job. So now what?
There's a certain way you can still discipline your kids without it being to the extent of our quote unquote abuse. There's ways you can still, discipline your kid. You don't have to body slam them and whatever and stuff like that. And punch them in their jaw. And you do not. If you teach them from young to respect them in a certain manner from young, you don't really have much to really. Not saying you ain't gonna have no issues. Things is gonna be perfect. I'm not saying that either. But you still have to start teaching them something from young.
All right, hold on. With society being the way it is now, right? And a lot of these children are getting on social media very young, as it is now. A lot of the stuff that you might want to instill in your child will be undone just because they see different. Period.
Yeah.
Keyword, if they continue to seeing different, but if they coming home and they see just certain things and they see how everything else, as long as when they coming home, little things on the outside will be able, depending on what lessons that you're teaching them in the home, certain things from the outside might not be able to break the crack inside as long as things is being taught in a certain manner in the house. Like I said, how you feel, like I said, we both could be right. We both, like you said, what Gutter said. We both got our points, we both got whatever like that. I just feel that if certain things, I know for me, speaking for myself, if I wasn't exposed to certain things, if I would have seen certain things a little bit differently, I would have had a better understanding how to deal with certain things in relationships now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know now I am, because I didn't want none of my kids to go through certain things that I've been through. I waited to have children. I'm freaking about to be 40. I'll be 40 next year, and now I'm thinking about kids because I felt that I have the proper partner, that I felt that I have the proper person who I want to build with, who I feel that would be a great father to my children, and to our children. But see, not many people think that way.
But that's an intelligent decision, and a lot of people don't make the intelligent decisions when they're having children. Let's be realistic about it.
Right. So obviously, I learned something from how I grew up. That's what I'm saying. Our parents taught us lessons, even though they messed up too at times. There was lessons beyond watching them do their little mess ups, because it taught me at the end of the day, nah, I do not want this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I do not want this. I do not want me and my siblings to have different fathers. I do not want, have a stepfather situation. I could say that.
All right.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with stepfathers or whatever like that, multiple whatever like that. But again, now I decide what my experience is different from everybody else's. So at the end of the day, certain things you're just gonna want to, add on, and certain things you're gonna want to change, you're gonna want to do. But it has to start from home.
Right. But the thing is this, man. But the thing is this, right? The thing is that everybody has a certain upbringing. Everybody has the path of what made them who they are today, right? So, like, for example, I knew that I wanted to enjoy my life. I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be managing. I wanted to be in the studio. I wanted to do this, that, and the third. I didn't have my kid until I turned 30. That was on purpose, because I needed to get that out. I needed to be outside. I needed to be out there. So then from there, I made that decision, right? Then you have these parents that have the kids, they're extremely young, and they never got to live their life. So now they're trying to live their life with their kids. Now they're racing each other. And that's where shit starts going left.
All right, wait. All right. You're right. You're correct. And that's what she did. What Bam did was avoid all that nonsense, which you also avoided that nonsense. Now, me and myself, I had my sons when I was 22.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
Growing up, I was growing up in a Jamaican household, which I was raised completely different from American culture.
Completely different.
Completely different.
Right.
American culture now compared to American culture 23 years ago are drastically different. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
First of all, I knew it was different. This is where the heart is funny. I'll make y'all laugh at this. When I realized that kids, that the parenting became soft, is when I started seeing Maury and Jerry Springer kids on these shows. Cause I'm like, hold up, wait, time out. The kids on Maury, and I'm like, freaking little 7-year-old, 8-year-olds, and they getting old, whatever. I'm like, hold up, wait. I would have got plucked. I would have got my ass whipped to hear that these girls and stuff are doing, talking back to their mother. I would have been thrown across the county.
MTV had a show called Teen Moms.
Yeah. So what? It's embraced now. It's embraced. It's so embraced now. You mean to tell me you a 7-year-old and you talking about you out here running around with gang members and you out here, you got scared straight? It wouldn't even made this. I didn't need to go there. My house was scared straight. What are you talking about?
It ain't like you can't do that now. That scared straight in your home.
My house was scared straight.
Scared straight. What are you talking about?
Now.
First of all, I balance. First of all, the ass whoopers when it comes to certain shit. I knew that. Like, you know how like when you tell certain people, yeah, nah, don't do that. That's 3 to 10. Don't do that. Nah. In my household, like after a while, it was like, if I cut school, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, but I'm gonna get with a belt. But if I do this, it's just a belt and this. Sometimes you weigh certain shit. Because you knew the level of what's going to happen if you don't do this, you don't do that. So it was up to you how much heart you was willing to take back then. Shit, I know I fucked up on this grade. I'm going to get it. Let me take this ass whooping. I know I didn't go to school. Let me just take this ass whooping. Fuck it. Then as we got older, we defined to a certain extent, but there was still a handle on us. And then what we did, when we left home, we went amok. But now as we older and we see our own kids or our nieces and nephews do certain shit, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Now you know what the fuck our parents went through. So I already know what to expect. If you know yourself and you know how you are, when it comes to raising your kids, you should understand, like, okay, this ain't gonna work with them. I'm gonna have to use this. Especially since I can't do this.
Yeah.
Certain things gotta be taught from the beginning. Certain things like being polite, you gotta be taught from the beginning.
So hold on.
If the government says you can't have Section 8 or food stamps, if you don't have a high school diploma or a GED, there would be a big difference.
Nah.
I agree.
No, I don't agree.
I agree. Let me tell you why I agree, and then Thousand, you're gonna tell me why you disagree, and then Bam is gonna give her thoughts after that. This is why I agree with Porter. Okay, I agree with Porter. Then I'm gonna tell you why. Because the system has been used as a fucking clutch. If you know what, I can't afford this kid. I know I can't afford this kid, but if I have this kid, they're gonna move me up that Section 8 priority. I'm going to go from a priority 5 to a priority 2 because I'm a single woman with a child of a certain age. And I don't have to go to school because I can get right on the system. I don't have to work. 0, you get 0 out of 0. My rent is 0. And I stay in the projects. So now my son's father got to come bring me this cash. And you know he can't stay here because I'm in the projects, you know what I mean? So I absolutely agree with you a big difference because now people are going to think twice before they do it. Like, damn, but who the fuck is going to help me? But Dr. Nia, go ahead. Why do you disagree, sir? And then let's go with Bam.
I personally see with my own 2 eyes, somebody that has graduated from high school, had a kid right after high school and went straight to it. And that's their plan. That was their plan. Once they graduate high school, to get on Section 8 and just have babies and live off welfare.
Okay. I don't think it's a good enough argument.
To see it
because it'll still be a deterrent. Because you still got to reach at least 17.
Okay.
You're not going to have the kid at 12, 13.
Okay, you're going to deter the people. You're going to deter the people that want to drop out of high school.
For example, Teen Mom. MTV had the big show, Teen Moms.
How?
These little thoughts were 13, 14, 15. Right. And then that got popular. So then more Teen Moms were coming up, and now they wanted to be on TV.
All right.
Right? So
is that current though? I want to
They
know.
they was out getting pregnant on purpose so they can get on the show.
Right, but is that current day? Because I don't see that happening currently.
T-Mon's still going on now.
Yeah, still Team Mom is still going on, and some of them are adults, and they followed them from when they was younger all the way to when they got older, and they still follow them.
But now, okay, so I agreed with Porter with the government thing. Thousand disagreed. Bam, go ahead.
So when you really look at it, you can say that I do, like I said, I do agree and everything else, but I also agree with a certain twist. I feel that yes, they do need to make that, yes, but also make it accessible for men also. Because if you notice, like, they made it open for females, mostly. They should open it for men too. Stay in the field.
I ain't never seen a man.
I know a couple of dudes that if they disabled, you got some disabled. You got some disabled men, just dudes with certain work, different things and stuff like that, and everything. They got certain benefits, military or whatever.
Wait.
It's situations. Because it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Stop. I have not. Dr. Neil is right. We have never seen a single male. No, stop. That works 40 hours a week, has a regular job, that has a Section 8 apartment by himself.
You see the stipulation she gets. He has to be disabled.
The ones that I've seen, the ones that I've seen, I've seen a couple of like guys who actually got on Section 8 due to a certain thing. But again, I don't know their background. I don't know, but I know what they said and paperwork or whatever. But if they made it more open for y'all, it wouldn't be all this stuff going on.
Bam. Honestly. You know who? Okay, you have to be this person's twin brother. Okay, this is a riding dick expert. Okay, let me tell you something about riding dick. Okay, you got to be an expert for this. This person's twin brother is the only one that could get a Section 8 apartment because he has a disability. Right?
I'm done.
So.
I'm done.
That's crazy because it's amazing what a nice ass make you forget about. Because I didn't even realize she didn't have any legs for a moment. And then when I actually processed that she didn't have legs, it didn't matter.
Y'all don't care. The girls be crazy and y'all still date us. Y'all don't have no standards. Didn't I just say that? Y'all put your things in glory holes? Y'all don't even care who's on the other end of the hole. No, I love y'all, but we already know. Remember, y'all like to put your things in stuff, electrical sockets and shit. I seen them. Come on.
So Porter said, I've seen too many people selling food stamps because they get a lot in food stamps because they have 5 kids. They know the government will foot the bill. Why is being a high school dropout nowadays? You said what?
I said that's another thing too. You got females that have a whole bunch of kids and multiple situations and shit like that. That's not cool either. But remember, now they be able to control the population because, now you can get rid of everything and it doesn't matter if this affects you or not now. So,
why you want
do what y'all need to do?
Why you want to control the population? We need workers.
We're going to have robots soon. Where do we need workers?
You're going to have females can have abortions now for the food. Why they give birth, they can just slaughter the kid. Hey. Have fun with that.
Damn. You can get rid of all my badass kids. I'm good. Swallow them, abort them, whatever. I don't care. I got my one. I'm good. I'm good. Do what y'all want.
Don't just be shooting up any clubs.
I don't even go clubbing. So So listen,
Don't
King
shoot up
Tut,
the club with no security.
King Tut. I don't like diet sex. King Tut and Big Meech are home, and some people are angry. Do
He ain't
y'all
home yet, but I
believe?
get it.
Well, halfway house. You get the he's outside to a certain extent, right? Um, and some people are upset. Do y'all believe if someone did a crime and did their time, that their debt is paid to society? Um, or are they just in fucking debt for the rest of their lives for certain crimes? Because how many years did they want Big Meech to do? He did his
30.
time.
They wanted 30. They wanted 30. He didn't
But
do
you gotta
it.
think about it. If he killed people, some people are putting, it's an emotional thing too. Like, it's a difference if, street situation, you gotta pay, if you in a street situation, there's street rules, and then there's other rules that you gotta go by. Now, if you
Jasmine,
fucking up some
what are the
shit, it's some
charges?
street rule shit, it's crazy. Some families are the people that are upset.
Hold on.
I don't know why they're upset in the first place, so I can't really respond to it.
You got to think about it. They probably mad because maybe Meech and them killed a family member that they felt that shouldn't have died, but it could have been some street justice shit. We don't know. I don't know.
So KV says they should be angry if they are involved. He got sentenced to 30 years, not 20. Ain't no merit time in the feds unless you tell.
KV, you ain't supposed to be talking like that.
Oh man. Shout out to Meech. Yeah, y'all gotta relax. Listen, man. You did your time. Keep it pushing. I know.
Do your crime.
That's it.
I mean, he's like I said, he's not out yet. He did the 20. That they're gonna do the rest of his term is gonna be in the halfway. So if he lives it's halfway. So I guess I don't know.
That's not true.
Welcome back.
He's going to be in the halfway house until January of 2026, and he still got to do 5 years of him being supervised.
So so then he's still kind of being watched, and then maybe you guess they let him out on probation, parole, I don't know, and then he do some fuck shit, maybe. But then also, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it later because I just thought of some shit, and I know what I'm gonna say is people are gonna feel some butthurt about it. So I'm gonna wait.
Listen, let the butthurt happen.
Nah, like what if it's a pawn? You got this man home to bring out other people. Remember, this whole thing with Diddy is coming out. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that's going on, and a lot of underhanded stuff or whatever that's going on. What if the people that did some of these cases and did some of these situations and everything else could lead to a lot of other other things that's going on in between? This could be a pawn. Meech coming home could be used for something else. We don't know what's going on or what people got in place.
But what do people
it could
really
be a deeper
think?
circle.
What do people really think, right? And shout out to my motherfucking Yankees that just tied the game 2 up. Yo, come on, let's go. Shout out to the Yankees, damn it. But that's neither here nor there. What do people really think that Big Meech is gonna come home and really do?
I mean, first of all, people think that, of course, that BMF thing is out. So now people are going to wonder what's going to be 50's next move. Because if you're doing a story on this man, it's going to be something with him and 50. It's going to be something we don't know exactly. It's going to be a whole bunch of different things that's going on. So once he gets out and you see the next steps and next movements, then you're going to understand why he's out. We don't know. It could be, you never know. But of course, you know he's going to be there. That's the next thing that he should be able to try to do. His movie, his day is being brought to life. He's going to want to be there and be a part of it in person. So you already know it's going to be something between him. Something's going to happen. And then as we see how 50 is moving, with all that's going on, when it comes to what's going on in entertainment, as we can see, who's the top person out right now? Who's the top man?
It's your boy. Listen, KV says fact because BMF just got knocked in St. Louis last October, so they still active. And right, Southwest T, he been home.
That's a fact.
I mean, see what Porter has to say here. The world has changed since it went in. He is going to come out and try to make money any way he can. Low lives will dick ride.
All right, wait. He's 50 been making money off this man's name. You think he don't got some money in the pocket from 50 coming through for him?
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be his next move. You already know when he comes home. Anybody that knows you're gonna go right. You're gonna go to where you can get your money. Because remember, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no money right now. Allegedly, we don't know that. We don't know what's going on or whatever like that. As I said, allegedly. And the fact that he did this deal with 50, that's even more money. So that's what I'm saying. The next move he's probably going to be around is going to be something with 50.
That's
50 is going to pay that bread. You know that. Think about it. And also think about the hype that's going to have. You got Big Meech next to you. That name is infamous out here. It's infamous out here.
Yeah.
That's a big name to have by your side. That's gonna, and that adds on to a person and what put a person on top. Like I said, it's some people. I guess maybe this could be a chess, not checkers move right now.
I mean, it's definitely something.
I mean, like I said, welcome home. Like, you know, the lots has changed. Hopefully, your son put you on to what's what and let you know the updates that's going on. Shit has changed down here. Motherfuckers don't care anymore. Certain shit people can get away with. There's a lot of things people can get away with now that you couldn't get away with back then. A lot of things is letting it go, and then you got certain situations that is rocking. So depending on how much money a person can bring or give, but certain people ain't going to say certain things. But it all depends. There's a lot of different things going on in this world.
Listen. Wait, what for to say? The way they spend money, they like to be the center of it all. He can and could blow all the money he had hitting and add there. I mean, now it's gonna be who he can get money with or get money from, both of them. The thing is, it's a different time. BMF was definitely into the showboating and blowing money fast, right? Black Mafia family, blowing money fast. Everybody knows they were just up and down, all the Midwest. But to upkeep that, I don't know if that's going to be that important for him at this age, after doing 20 years. You know what I mean?
He like 56 right now?
Yeah, like I don't think he's gonna come home and be on that type of time.
He don't need to be on that. The thing about it is he don't need to be on top of that type of time. You gotta think about it. The fact that 50 did that, the fact that his name, period, and people are going to expect him, oh yeah, you know, some people are going to expect him, they quote that and think that, yeah, he's gonna come back and do this. Then you got some people that's gonna be like, nah, you know what? It's not gonna be this, it's gonna be another thing. Another way, another thing. It ain't gonna be the same thing. You out here, you come out and you doing the same exact thing? Come on now. What lesson did you learn? No, you're gonna make your money in a different way. Not saying you're gonna do anything crazy, and at the end of the day, you got somebody like 50 that's helping that got you making money in a different type of way. But you don't have to go back. You sold your
I
story or
hope
whatever the situation is. You sold your story, so whatever about that, not sold your story, but you made a deal and you get a certain amount of money for where you do your thing. And because of your story, it's your truth. Your autobiography, your way is getting told out there that people want to
it's
see.
your likeness.
Nothing
It's
wrong
your
with that.
likeness.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. So you're getting paid because of things that yeah, it was messed up. What happened? Yeah, it was messed up. Lies for laws. But this is your story.
And
You're
what
a
he went
legend.
in for
So you make your
was,
money off of it.
in November of 2007, the brothers pleaded guilty to running and continuing a criminal enterprise. So that could mean a plethora of things, um, from money laundering to murders and whatever. I don't. I hope that at 57 years old, after doing 20 years, you do come home with a different mindset.
You should.
You should come home with a different mindset. In September 2008, both brothers were sentenced to 30 years in prison for running nationwide cocaine trafficking ring, which lasted from 2000 to 2005. So it gets to a point where I fully comprehend that you have a certain lifestyle and you want to upkeep that certain lifestyle. You have a name that you want to uphold, but you easily be able to fall back on some. I just did 20 years. Like, I ain't trying to go back to that shit.
No, but does he really have to?
He don't. He doesn't even. That shouldn't even be a thought in his mind at the moment right now. He's not. He is not thinking. He don't need to. He do not need to. And first of all, you can tell he don't need to. His son is living very, very nicely.
But here's the thing.
He's living very, very nicely. And then 50 got him in that and everything else. Again, at the end of the day, come on now. He don't need to.
Yeah, but bam. The thing is this. Financial literacy matters. He was making so much money and blowing so much money that 50 could set him up real nicely, right? Rose can set him up real nicely because they all have, used the names, everything else. Young Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? All these players, right? Your income and your expenses need to be at a certain level for you to continuously have money. If you're not managing that well,
understandable. But you just did 20 years technically on a fixed income for the last 20 years. We don't know what was happening in there to this man, how many fights he probably got into, how many times people probably try to test him and whatever like that, and you did this, whatever like that. Why would you try to risk that and go back to somewhere you don't even want, you try to prepare yourself you didn't want to go to, but eventually you went. Why do that when you don't have to? You don't have to. You got to understand, like, okay, yeah, you haven't been living that lifestyle in over 20 years. That's it. You have not been living that lifestyle in 20 years. Times has changed. Times changed so much. That money that he was flaunting then ain't the money that people ain't flaunting now.
Porter just nailed it. Porter just nailed it. He is used to being a boss. Can you really see him taking orders from anyone for too long? Exactly.
He don't have to take orders though. He don't have to take orders from 50. I'm not saying he's going to take orders, but at the end of the day, he can still do his own thing with the money that he had generated from what, except whatever like that, whatever deal him and 50 has happened.
But you still
So
have
he
to
can take that.
sustain it, Bam. You still have to sustain
Yeah,
it.
but we don't again, you should have learned the lesson, understand you can still be a boss and be your own whatever like that and have that mentality and be a boss, but then you can also realize at the end of the day, being a boss is also understanding your means and also how you want to live your life. So you're gonna risk going back because you want to be a boss, blah, like that, going back to jail, then because you want to have that feel or how it was then? Nah. You should have got mature. You should have learned maturity while you was in it. So I don't feel that he is going to go back into the lifestyle, into that original lifestyle. May he find a way to try to get that feel back. He might try to find another legit way to get that feel back, but to go back doing what he was doing before, I don't.
Okay, so KB is saying we're missing the point that he's getting out 10 years early. No, we get that point. He definitely there's something going on behind the scenes. I'm not going to say the man is an informant, but this gives me informant vibes because 10 years early for something is, come on now. There's only certain ways
they could be using him for something. It could be using him for. He could be it could be using him for something. Come on, we're not gonna act like they ain't use Diddy for something to open up mad other different doors for other people. Because you see, Diddy, they caught Eric. Now we don't know what Eric Adams said, and you notice that all these other people with record executives had denounced themselves, stepped down, and whatever like that. This whole thing, if you notice, all this stuff been happening.
It's all bullshit. Like, for example, with Diddy, right? You got RICO charges of someone, but there's only one person locked up. Make it make sense.
That part.
There's a lot of things we don't know yet.
It's a lot, like everybody joking about the baby oil.
Wait, then you got to think about it too. The people that need to be locked up or allegedly ain't locked up, are they not locked up? Or are they dead? Are they missing? Are they hiding? We don't know. We don't know what's going on. Talking about like all the other people that need to be indicted. We don't know. Many people are being looking for.
Whenever RICO charges go into effect, the main parties get locked up until things get figured out. Until motherfuckers start snitching and X, Y, and Z. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot that's going to be coming out. But let's see. KV says Diddy ain't the only one locked up. Well, let me know who else on record that's locked up due to the Diddy case. Because I have.
It might not be someone that we would know. It could be other people. Remember, it's different enterprise. There's a lot of people that was involved in this whole.
No, I have not heard. I'm not talking about celebrity. I'm not talking about celebrity or no.
I know you're not talking about celebrity.
I'm talking about a name. Period. I have not heard another name of another human being for the RICO charges with Diddy. Period.
He probably didn't put it out there. We don't know.
That's for
There's still a lot of things under investigations. We don't know. They still saying it's an ongoing investigation. I don't know. I know just as much as we don't know. Like I said, a lot of people there. Like I said, it started off as one thing, and then some other. First of all, Diddy got caught up. I didn't know Eric Adams was going to get caught up. I was like, oh, that's different. I didn't know that when Diddy got arrested, these other executives and record execs, those probably the same niggas that was supposed to be involved in the RICO. They denounced themselves and went down, and they hiding and shit. Where's Russell? Russell still in Bobby? There's a lot of people probably they can't get, and they not putting it out there who's involved because they still gotta get them. There's still people names they're not gonna say yet because it's still under investigation. So these people are probably already in hiding or know some bullshit is happening and probably went and trying to make themselves disappear. You don't want to put a name out and then this person realize that you onto them That's
No,
what I'm
so
saying.
what I'm
It could
trying
be.
in the investigation, what I'm trying to explain to you is the investigation part is that's the part where they do all of that, right? Um, but when RICO charges get pressed, people get locked up at the same time. They go to each house at 3:33 in the morning at each individual house for those RICO charges, and then they all get locked up while the investigation is going on. Sean Diddy Combs tried over 10 times to include Prince Harry and William in his elite party circle. Um, sheesh.
Like I said, that could be a reason why Prince Harry left the whole thing too. Like I said, ain't he in Canada or something
Listen,
right now?
they did put out a video how Leonardo DiCaprio has left the country, J Lo has left the country, Usher has left the country. Um, these are facts. These are people that have left the country that you've heard rumblings of their names being involved in certain things.
OD fact.
KB says Feds won't broadcast who they bag until the official takedown. Why you think we ain't seen Diddy get arrested publicly? Feds scaring these niggas because Feds are being locked up too.
Oh, there's a Diddy in there. Diddy's probably in there snitching his ass off.
Oh, correct.
Too, and man, yep.
Yep, they left the country. It's a lot. And once it came out that that baby oil that everybody kept joking about had a date a day rate drug in it.
Yeah, I think G something, VGH something, something.
Yeah, GHG, I think it's some crap like that. But that's major.
And then you got to think about it. They said they found 1,000 bottles. That could have been a pre-setup for another party.
Yeah,
remember, Diddy got arrested when? This whole thing happened when? And remember, this is his birthday season. That whole thousands of bottles could have been pre-stuffed for the next party that he was about to do. And the next party he would have been doing would have been his birthday party.
Well, according to Bow Wow, the industry is in tears.
But wasn't you just in a hot tub about to lick somebody's nipple? Get out of here, allegedly.
Oh, shut up.
You
didn't see the video of him in the hot tub?
Yo, listen, we about to have this one last topic and then we out of here. Shaq says something interesting. He said Drake should do a show at the same time as Kendrick's halftime show. Take a listen.
So let's just say, just give you some hypothetical time. Let's just say the halftime show was from 12 to 1. Should Lil Wayne do a concert in New Orleans at the same time and televise it?
Definitely.
At the same time.
And he'll sell out.
So you remember we had...
I would do that.
We had Marlon Wayans.
Weezy, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna FaceTime you later. I've got an idea for you.
So you remember in Living Color,
yes,
they had a halftime show at the same time. So you're saying Lil Wayne should put on a concert,
in New Orleans, stream it
at the same time,
and then give people a choice.
Sounds like a big podcast.
It'll be crazy. Enterprise.
Oh, that's a big.
It might work depending on the situation. Unless you got people who that might work depending, because if you got people like me with multiple devices, you can watch both.
That's some beef.
But that might work. But if you got multiple devices, you can watch both. You can still watch the Super Bowl and still stream Lil Wayne stuff at the same time. You can do both if you have multiple devices.
So what the host was saying was that in Living Color did that.
I remember that.
So they did that. And
they did.
And they shifted.
People watched the Living Color.
And everybody shifted from the game to Fox to watch In Living Color, right?
But there was a reason for that. There was a reason for that. The reason being is back then we really didn't care about halftime shows.
Right. Because they didn't have performers yet.
They didn't. They had performers. They had performers that we didn't give a fuck about.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because majority, I've thrown several Super Bowl parties. Usually during the halftime, before Jay took over, before they did halftime, before Jay took over the halftime, I used to switch and probably put something else on, or let me see. I used to put on video games because I had a whole group of people, men there, and played Mario Kart or something for on the halftime show, and then come back. We never cared about the halftime show. Halftime show didn't mean anything. Now it means something because of the artists that's being brought there.
Right. No, that's a fact. I think that would be genius of Lil Wayne to do. He would not win though.
He gonna get something.
KV says, I agree with KV here. He goes, it ain't gonna work because Lil Wayne's show won't be as big, and the NFL will make sure of it. But right when everything came out about Jay-Z did not pick Lil Wayne, right? Blah blah blah. It came out that allegedly the list goes to the host city, and the host city is the one that chooses who the performer is from a short list, right? So New Orleans did not choose Lil Wayne. So now Lil Wayne does this. It's gonna really make him look bad because your own city did not choose you. And to KV's point, the NFL is gonna throw so much bread into making that halftime show a success. Wayne got no shot. No shot. None.
That's embarrassing that your own town didn't want you. Like they chose your op.
That changes the whole dimension of this whole.
And then you know why they chose the op too. You gotta think about it. Who watches the Super Bowl really?
But then again, he's a Green Bay Packers fan. He's not even a Saints fan, right? And they have a board. The people don't choose, right? The board, but the board is the people, though. It's just like everything else. You can't have something. Let's say Harlem is doing something. They're gonna ask all of Harlem. You know what I mean? The Harlem is gonna have a board that represents Harlem. But I mean.
And that's crazy. The board didn't even want you on there. The board didn't choose you. And then, they trying to make it more for the younger folks, too. Like, that's all you hear is they not like us. They not like us. That's all you hear.
Listen, first of all, K-Dot submitted that to the Grammys. They're not like us. It's nominated for like 5 Grammys. That's number one.
All 5. I bet.
And, right, Lil Wayne has admitted himself he doesn't remember a lot of the lyrics to his own records because of all the drug use. Yeah. Lil Wayne himself recently performed at WrestleMania and bombed because it was just incoherent. So it's like you can't put someone. He's extremely talented, but I think the talent is diminished for all the drug use and put him in the biggest stage in front of the world. Like the world watches the Super Bowl.
First of all, it was the fact that he grew a piece of corn on the side of his head. That's when it was over. First of all, I don't think Lil Wayne's been the same since Lollipop. I'm sorry. I think he hasn't been the same since Lollipop. I think that's the last, maybe one of the last songs I like of Lil Wayne. Maybe I don't know that era. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Wait,
I don't know.
wait, hold on. So KV says
I don't
if
know.
he never wrote them lyrics, Porter gonna say the baby oil affected his brain.
Nah, baby kiss. Oh, I get it. Oh, you know what, sis? Oh, that's diabolical. Oh.
Wow. That was different. Straight from the Gutter Network presents Yin and Yang, the podcast, episode 49. Yo, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yo, man, share the show, man. If y'all enjoy the content, send it over to y'all people. Make sure they subscribe, ring the bell, and all that good-ish, man. Porter's wild, yo.
That's my sister.